The idea for my business started when I was about 9 years old and my neighbor got a puppy. She was a flight attendant and traveled frequently, and she asked me to be her pet sitter. Along with being one of my first long-term exposure to dogs, this also gave me the time, confidence, and skill to be able to work with, train, and handle canines, as well as the owners that always seem to be attached. It wasn't until I was 12 years old that I was able to finally get my own dog. I worked for a very long time to convince my parents that I could handle it, and we ended up getting an Australian cattle dog mix. We did not do any research at the time on what this dog would be, and she was 3 years old when we got her, with about 0 socialization in her life. This turned out not so well because she will snap at people, she will bite people, and she is overall not friendly with others. But she has been my best friend. She's taught me so much about dog behavior, conditioning, and really sparked my interest in animal welfare, as well as neurobiology and the behavioral field in general. When dogs are in my care, it is very important to me that they get the proper mental and physical outlets. The idea behind this helps fuel some of my research. The brain cannot be physically balanced without the proper stimulation. Without this balance, one will frequently be stressed and have difficulty calming down. I love to train dogs and come up with new ways to engage them. It is critical to ensure that the initial exposure the animals in my care have with these activities is positive. This is even more so important in the grooming side of my business. Over the summer, I spent 3 weeks in Spokane, Washington with 2 other researchers implementing the field trip study in a shelter. We worked with 45 dogs. We collected urine, tracked activity with activity monitoring collars, and sent them out on field trips while collecting data from the behavioral staff as well as the person that took them out on their behaviors inside and outside the shelter, to inform potential adopters of what this dog is really like. I enjoyed every moment in Washington, from helping the dogs to creating useful research and being with other team members who enjoy the same things that I do. It was my favorite part of the summer. What I love about the veterinary and research fields is that I'm able to help others, animals and people alike. I feel I'm able to reach a very broad audience if I focus my efforts on veterinary research rather than working in a clinic where I help patients one-on-one. In the meantime, I will work to improve enrichment and quality of life to those I can through education and research.